NATO, and now these schlumps have been stupid enough to send in a Patriot. Well, let me just think like this. Say this. I don't think they're going to be selling a whole lot of Patriots from now on. Let's start there. I don't think they're selling a lot of Patriots at this after this. If I'm another country and I'm like, yes, sir, I want an anti-aircraft system. All the Russians have to do is, well, we could sell you an S-300 or something. I'm thinking about a Patriot. Well, let me send you a video of the Patriot system in action. Right. And if I'm another country buying, I ain't got to look at go to the Russians for the video. I've already seen the video. I've seen a Patriot system firing missile after missile. Whoom, 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 whoom. Right. Like hundreds of like $200 or $300 million worth of missiles. So the Patriot system fires $200-300 worth of missiles, $200-300 million worth of missiles. And I think, God, what did they charge? Like 15 billion or something for this thing? They fire $200 or $300 million worth of missiles, and then it gets blown to hell by a Russian missile. So if I'm like around the world and I'm another country, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that probably ain't a good investment. I'll buy a shovel from the Russians. It'll do just as good. You know what? The operators of that Patriot system could have stood outside with shovels and waved them at the sky and said an anti-missile prayer. It would have done them just as good. It wouldn't have done any worse, you know. And you know, here's the other thing: what's the shovel cost? $30 at Home Depot. It would have been cheaper. They wouldn't have had to fire $300 million worth of missiles. They wouldn't have to have a $15 billion system out there. Just wave a shovel up in the air and then you get blown up. You can get blown up anyway. Why spend all that money to get blown up? I can tell you, when you bring it to the Russian border, it's going to meet a Kinzhal missile and have a very short lifespan. Where are we going to use it? Of what value is that? That was the worst advertising video for the Patriot system that they could have imagined. It fired off all its missiles and it got blown to hell. So now if let's say you're in Poland and you're like, we hate the Russians, we need to be defended from them. And we've got 10 Patriot systems to 20 Patriot systems, and they're going to protect us from the Russians. You know what you know now? If you go to war with the Russians, those Patriot systems are going to last a minute. They're going to last as long as it takes for the Russians to target them and to aim a missile at them. That's how long it's going to work. They're going to be gone, and you're going to have no way to affect them. I think all of those strategies have been revised, shall we say, to the shovels, anti-aircraft shovels and shamans. That's what we call SNS. Shovels and shamans. That's all we got. Yeah, they're going to get blown up, of course, but it's a lot cheaper. Wave shovels. What do we do when the missiles come? Wave a shovel in the air. Wow, that's weird. Is that going to stop the missile? No, but it's $15 billion cheaper. You're going to get blown to hell, but it's $15 billion cheaper than sending a Patriot system, which is going to get blown to hell either way. And plus, we're only going to put 2 of you out there with a shovel. It takes like 30 people to man a Patriot system. So we're only going to lose you two idiots. Instead of, we'll save ourselves 28 soldiers and $15 billion, and you're going to get blown up anyway.